Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Whispers of a Machine. And I can hear myself! It is not my ideal thing, dear. Look, just because I enjoy editing my own videos because I like hearing the sound of my own voice. I'm not completely narcissistic though. I mean look, I've got spiky hair today. Yeah, I know. Anyway, you'll notice we're back with Whispers of a Machine. That is because there is more than one ending to this game, and I believe there are only 3 possible endings. Not entirely certain, but I'm going to be shooting for another one because I know you get different things happen depending on which text options you choose, and turned out I completed it as an analytical kind of thing. And yeah, so I'm going to try one of the other ones. Maybe either emotional or straightforward, I think it is. Dad Night of the Week! Right, we already know all about the seizure stuff.
So, what's with the gloomy look? Left someone dear behind?
Yeah. You could say that.
Been there. So, Nord Sunday, you better buckle up. We've got some nasty weather coming in.
I heard. Sadly, caring about storms is a luxury people in my line of work are rarely afforded.
Oh, and what kind of work is that?
Special Agent, Violent Crimes. Central Bureau.
Well, shit.
So succinct. Well, shit. We all know who he is, though, if you watch the first part. Or the first run, anyway. Yes, apparently that is what it means when you get somebody to babysit.
Anyway.
You there. This is a restricted crime
And
scene.
babysitting a teen is not as easy as you think.
Okay, so this Addy lead is doing my Sweden. There we go. Okay, so last time it was like Addy's, what did I do? Hi, I'm Vera, your superior, briefed you about me, right? Okay. So let's go the straightforward approach. Addy's Constable, Special Agent England here.
At ease, Constable. Special Agent England here.
Oh, my apologies, Agent. I was expecting someone older.
I'll take that as a compliment. Now, brief me, please.
Certainly, ma'am. The victim is Carl Oscarson, age 33, stabbed to death by an unknown assailant. He worked here as a carpenter and was found early this morning by a coworker who's sitting over there by the window.
He was
Got it.
stabbed.
Sorry about the state of the crime scene. We're not used to this sort of thing.
Oh no, they're not used to this sort of thing in Nordsund. They soon get pretty used to it, considering the body count racks up. Let's go. I get it, but I gotta tell you that this isn't up to par. Follow my lead, alright? Evidently the entire room should have been evacuated, staying clear of the body and risk contaminating the evidence. So don't worry about the Constable, this looks quite typical. Okay, let's go. I get it, but I gotta tell you that this isn't up to par. Follow my lead, alright?
I get it, but I gotta tell you that this isn't up to par. Follow my lead, alright?
Will do, ma'am. Happy to assist in any way you need.
Good to hear. Now, give me a second while I examine the body.
Sure, I'll be here. So, is this where you use your X-ray vision?
My what?
Come on, you have to be aware of the rumors. How agents like you are supposed to be equipped with some kind of advanced cybernetics.
Cooties. People grow out of cooties once they leave their, like, early teens, my dude. Let's just say I'm good at what we do, leave it at that. Central produces a strict no comment policy on those types of inquiries. I'd love to talk about that, but I'll be breaking the rules, sorry. Let's just say I'm good at what I do, we'll leave it at that.
Let's just say I'm good at what I do. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. Hush, hush. Got it.
Yeah, give you a slap, Gabe. Okay, so first things first then. We need to look at this body.
Alright, we've got multiple knife-sized stab wounds to the chest. I don't see a murder weapon, so I take it none was found at the scene?
That's right. All knives and sharp tools in the building have been accounted for, too.
It looks like the victim was attacked directly from the front. I don't see any major defense wounds, so this was either a surprise attack, or the victim knew the perpetrator. What about any potential suspects, Constable? Did Carl have enemies?
None as far as we know. He seemed to be well liked among the guys here, but the man who found him might know more.
There was a photo in his chest pocket.
Okay, so we now have the bloody photo.
It's a bloody photograph of Carl and a young woman, taken fairly recently by the look of it.
What?
He's holding hands with the woman, but I can't discern her face. Too much damage to the photo. She's wearing a brass necklace. Could be relevant.
Okay.
Do you know who the woman in this photo is?
Too hard to tell. Sorry.
Okay. Nobody will be able to tell who's in the photo. They'll just recognize Carl, so I'm probably going to leave out showing everybody that particular picture. Anyway, we're going to bust out the old smart scan here, and we're going to get this guy's DNA. Deceased male, age 32, give or take 4 years, blood type B, estimated time of death 6 hours. DNA prints and blade shape added to data vault. So we've got those up there now. And we'll notice that Carl's blood is all over that.
That would suggest that he likely only touched the body after death.
Yes, so we now know that he wasn't actually holding the weapon, or the one who caused the killing, at least. Let's check out the old soda fountain. There's a very special item
basically
here.
A glorified corner lamp. There's a coin slot on the side with a coin stuck in it. I can probably pull it out using some extra strength.
And that's where we use our muscle boost. Raw.
Got the coin.
And that'll come in handy later. Okay, let's have a word with the worker. Be quick and to the point, doesn't look happy to be here. Take your time to console the clearly distressed man. Begin by asking about his bloody hands. Looks can deceive. If he's guilty, stalling will give him a chance to come up with a lie. Damn it, I forgot to activate my beepy thing again. Alright, be quick and to the point.
Hello, I'm Agent England. I have some questions for you.
Hi. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Let's activate this now.
Why don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. I get up early from my morning smoke. I keep my smokes in my locker, so I came in here. I saw Carl lying in the corner. It was still kind of dark, so I thought he'd fallen and hurt himself. I ran over to him. That's when I noticed the blood, and I guess I was kind of in shock, so I tried to stop the bleeding, but then I felt how cold he was. I yelled for help. The guys came running, and then Joseph, our foreman, sent someone to go get the police.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Carl alive?
Late last night, around midnight. He stayed up with us playing cards, which is unusual.
Unusual? How so?
Well, it was rare for Carl to stick around in the evenings. He usually went out by himself.
Oh. Do you know where he used to go?
No idea. He didn't talk much about that. Maybe he went to the canteen to meet some friends. Anyway, Carl seemed a bit anxious last night. He seemed distracted.
Got it. Thanks for the info.
Distracted, you say?
Have a look at this picture. Do you know who the woman is?
Tell me everything you know.
Yeah, that's just some old girlfriend of Carl's from ages ago.
Is
Ages?
that so? It doesn't look that old. At least Carl looks about the same.
Guess the guy aged well. Any other questions?
I caught you out in a lie. Logically explain that he has nothing to gain by being deceptive. Be stern about it. He's clearly being dishonest.
You're lying to my face. If this attitude of yours doesn't change, the gloves will come off. I'm a patient woman, but I will only accept your full cooperation. I'll do what I need to do to bring justice to a murder victim.
I'm sorry. I gave him a promise. The lady in the photo, Carl is still seeing her. Well, was, I suppose.
Why wouldn't you tell me that from the beginning?
It was a secret. Carl said they would both get in trouble if anybody knew.
Why would they get into
Oh.
trouble? An affair?
I didn't ask, but yeah, it could be.
All right. Tell me everything you know about this woman.
Carl said she lived somewhere north of town, but that's all I know.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay, so knew something about a mysterious woman.
Can you tell me a little bit about Carl?
Sure. I've known him since I started working here 4 years ago. We instantly hit it off. He had a great sense of humor. He used to be so cheerful, you know? Always kidding around, always with a smile on his face. But then about a year ago, something happened. He became absent-minded and humorless. I know people can change, but this came seemingly from nowhere.
Huh. What do you think caused this shift?
Ooh,
I'm
I
not
can think of
sure,
a thing
but
or two.
maybe something to do with his secret relationship? Perhaps all that secrecy started to take its toll on him.
Oh, he was being secretive, all right. Just not about the things you
That's
think.
enough questions for now.
Okay.
Okay, let's turn off the biometric scanner. Okay.
A row of personal lockers for the workers here. Not sure which one belongs to Carl.
Okay, now I can talk to the worker
A few
about
more
Carl's
questions.
lockers.
Hey, do you know which one of these lockers belongs to Carl?
Yeah, it's number 2, second from the left.
Okay, I'll check it out. Is there an extra key for it somewhere?
I don't think so. As far as I know, Carl had the only one.
Okay.
That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
Last time I just pulled the thing off with super strength. Let me just...
I already examined him.
Oh. Before I try... No, I'm just going to bust it open like I did before.
Jeez, try not to wreck the place.
No reason for alarm. I just needed to get this locker open.
Boom, baby. Right, let's have a look here. Bust out the forensic scanner.
I
So,
could go
we
and
now
follow
have the
up on
saffron boot
lead
print.
now, but I should check out the dormitory first.
Yeah, we're going to go and check out the dormitory first. Don't you worry about that.
There was a piece of paper in one of the inner pockets.
Oh.
The note looks like it was written by a woman. It reads,
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Yeah, that is...
Hey, I'm gonna go check out the dorm. Where's Carl's bed?
Turn left and then go straight. I left the light on so it'd be easy for you to find.
Gotcha. Be right back.
Yeah, that is a pretty neat little puzzle. I'm hoping tripped a few people up because it didn't get me, and I like to, you know, feel superior. Doesn't happen often, or at all. I've got a shiny forehead. It's hot. Okay, this is definitely where he slept then. Right, we'll check the drawer before we check the ventilation tube. Can't
Pens
remember
and
if there's
paper. Nothing.
nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah. Okay, Carl's bio.
Huh. There are a lot of prints around a panel on the air duct.
There are indeed. What could we possibly find in there?
It's an old pre-col.
Now, I was quite surprised that I was able to think of this when I first played this.
There was a
I'm
small
so
key
clever.
hidden inside the duct.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. She'll just reminisce on the fact that we found everything here that we possibly could, and to move on out of
Hey,
here.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, okay. Mind sharing your findings?
It seems like the murder could be tied to a secret relationship Carl had with a woman. But I'm leaving all options open.
Sounds reasonable. Do you have a lead to follow up on?
Yes, I have reason to believe that Carl recently passed through an area with saffron plants somewhere in Nordsund. Maybe I can correlate that with Carl's movements to the north of town when seeing that woman.
Good. Meanwhile, we'll transport the body to the morgue and have an autopsy performed as soon as possible. Do you want us to keep the area sealed off?
No need. I'm done here and won't come back. You can let the men get back to work.
Very well. I'll let them know.
By the way, how do I get to the police station from here?
Just head straight east outside. You'll see it.
Got it. See you later.
Okay. I'm trying not to skip through text in this as much as possible. Purely because if this is the first time that anybody sees it, you know, I want them to be able to experience it as well. So, okay, so we've got the down power line here.
Looks like an old hovercraft.
Oops.
Hey, what's happening here?
Bit of an electrical problem with some fallen power lines. It's being taken care of, but it'll be a while.
So I can't enter the museum?
Well, you can, but only if electrocution is something you enjoy during working hours.
Okay. What caused it? Did someone mess up, or was there some kind of environmental damage?
Electrocution, that's funny. So when can you have this fixed?
You can enter the premises by tomorrow morning, okay?
All right then, carry on.
Ugh, gotta wait until then.
Hello, Deputy. What are you guarding?
The residence of the first murder victim. The commissary told me to direct you to his office before going upstairs.
I see. I'll go find him and come back later then.
Well,
Sounds good.
alright then. Game's pretty much pushing me to follow a certain route. So
All
we
right.
oh, yeah, we're in the town square. Just head to the police station.
I'm surprised the Bureau got their thumb out of their ass. It's not like they could find Nordson on a map.
I, for one, am grateful for their help. From what I hear, the person they sent is young, but quite capable.
Optimistic as always, eh, Kurt? I guess we'll see. Agent Anglin, we've been expecting you.
Councilwoman, I was told you'd be my bureau contact here.
That's correct. I'm Stina Ruth, and this here is Kurt Anderson, police commissary.
Welcome, Agent. Enjoy your trip to the middle of nowhere?
It was a bit bumpy, and way longer than I expected.
Yeah, that train has seen better days. You'll find your luggage in your quarters, just through the door behind me.
Thanks. I'll check it out later.
So, you were probably confused as hell when we sent you straight to a crime scene, right?
Kind of. I thought I was supposed to investigate a murder from last week.
You were, but unfortunately a second killing required your urgent attention. I assume there is some Bureau procedures before I brief Agent England about the situation?
Yes. Why don't you head to your office, and I'll send this youngling on her merry way when we're done.
Very well. It was a pleasure to meet you, Agent.
Likewise.
Oh,
I'm a bit
likewise
confused here.
indeed.
Who do I
Uh-oh.
report to?
Only to me, as overseer of this district. The local police are at your disposal since they're legally required to aid you in the investigation.
Got it. How would you like me to share my findings with you?
Face to face, in the evenings. The balcony inside the local canteen is a good place to meet.
Okay. I think I have what I need then. I'll go talk to the commissary.
Good. We'll catch up later.
Okay.
Oh, but
Oh.
I have to ask. Tell me, how was it for you?
What do you mean?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. We've both done it.
Oh, you mean the augmentation. The nanofluid injection.
Sticking to the boring scientific terms, aren't we? Back in my time, we used to just call it taking the blue. Come on, let this old lady live a little. Tell me, how was your first kiss with the blue?
Indeed. How was it? Yeah, we'll go with this one.
It was like a sudden rush, filling my limbs and body, followed by a sense of power and determination.
I remember that moment like it was yesterday. What I wouldn't give to feel like that again. No side effects, I hope? We wouldn't want you to get compromised in dangerous situations.
Not yet, but I know what to look out for. Mild hallucinations, nightmares, burning sensations in the limbs, the occasional migraine. Things like that.
Yeah, that covers the usual suspects. All right, I think you're good to go then. We shouldn't keep the commissary waiting.
Okay, right, finally that's over with. Right, let's head to Anderson's office. That doorway leads to the jail cell, so we don't need to go in there. Anderson.
All right, Agent. Would you like me to brief you about the first murder?
Yes, please.
Maya Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordson Museum. She was found by the janitor on the floor near the exhibits early last Wednesday. Just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no evidence. Killer practically a ghost. No signs of a forced entry, so either the entrance was open or she let him in herself.
What about her residence? Anything out of the ordinary in there?
Nothing, as far as we could tell. But we left the place as we found it if you want to have a look. She lived upstairs from the museum.
Noted.
Wunderbar.
The crime scene is no longer intact, though, correct?
Afraid so. The museum is important to Nordson, so we had the place cleaned out pretty quickly.
Yes, quite. Nothing like tramping all over a bloody crime scene.
Right.
Yeah.
But now that I'm here, I'll assume that you'll check with me before clearing out any future crime scenes.
Yeah. Can I just...
Yes, Commissary.
We're a pretty tight-knit community here, and we try to work together to overcome our problems. Just relax a bit with your superior jurisdiction and big city jargon, okay?
Oh, I'll relax when we've caught this killer. Until then, I'm gonna focus on doing my job. One more thing. I'd like to see Maya's body, if that's possible.
Of course. We brought it out of the freezer this morning. You'll find it in the morgue, over at the clinic. Dr. Pearson, our physician, is awaiting your arrival.
Good. I'll head there when we're done.
Oof, we are going to stomp out everything that's going on. I'm not going to waste time talking to him about absolutely everything. Oh, actually, I might need to ask him about a mysterious woman. Because if I don't...
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
All right. What do you know about her?
All I have is a picture of her that I found on Carl. But it's damaged, and her face can't be clearly seen.
Tricky. If you had any kind of personal information, like an address, you could look her up in our records. They're in the drawers behind me.
Noted. I'll get back to you about this if I learn more.
Excellent.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
So now, yes, I have access to the drawers.
The drawer is labeled... These should come in handy. I'll be able... Let's have a look.
Right, we don't know anything about the mysterious woman, but...
As expected. Nothing new.
Rats.
Not a bad idea, but I'll need a name.
Rats. Okay, I don't need any of that. But now we have access to the address records, and that will come in handy later on. For now, we head to the clinic. Where a certain doctor is waiting for us to investigate the body. I'm not even going to talk to her. Waste of time. Ah! So that's what happens when you turn that little
Don't worry,
what's
Maya.
name off in the options.
You'll be put to rest soon. I know. Sorry about the delay. I was needed urgently out of town. Oh, hello there. Me and this old gal have been expecting you.
Talkative, is she?
Oh, no doubt. The dead have a lot to say, you know. Sometimes more so than the living.
Is that so?
The living are fickle and prone to deceit. Once dead, we can't hide things anymore. Not from me, at least.
Okay.
I agree. These days, people must prove themselves trustworthy before I rely on them.
Now that's an attitude I can get behind.
Now, I'd like to ask some questions.
Sure, go right ahead.
Right. Let's talk about Well, basically...
What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves. The time of death was roughly 2300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
Well, that makes sense. And it's asked him about Carl's murder, but he won't have any information on that yet.
Any theories on Carl's murder?
Not yet. I'll need to see the body first.
That you will.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie. Oh, one last thing. I've been told that the second body is on its way here. If you come back later today, I should be able to tell you something about it.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Goody, goody gumdrops. Now, we should be able to get a smart scan on Maya's body. There we go, we now have her bio. And I think we can head out of here, but not before picking up the scalpel. Because that will come in handy a little later on.
This might be useful.
Unfortunately, Vera is no George Stobart, filling her pockets with all kinds of useless crap. The nurse has really nothing interesting to say. She's just worried about the doctor, not not acting right when it comes to looking after living patients versus looking at the dead ones. These guys have nothing to offer. However, this man we need to speak to.
Hey, I'm Vera Englund, Special Agent.
Oh, I heard about you. I'm Rolf, the plant master of Nordsund.
A plant master? What's that?
A foreman of sorts. I oversee a team of gardeners who tend to our shared crops.
Got it. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Sure, go right ahead.
Yes, quite. Tell me about the saffron.
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
Perhaps, perhaps. What would this gentleman have to gain from that piece of information?
Mm-hmm. Let's just say I'll be your friend for a while, buddy. You wouldn't want it the other way.
Let's just say I'll be your friend for a while, buddy. You wouldn't want it any other way.
Music to my ears, young lady. Just don't forget me when you crack this case wide open. Now, 2 places come to mind. The greenhouses to the south, and a few crops near Mimir Road.
Mimir Road? Where's that?
North of the town square. Look for 2 large farming robots standing around.
All right, got it.
And that is pretty much all we get from this guy.
Okay, that's all I need.
Alrighty, see you around.
So now we can move on to Mimir Road, where we will find the saffron. And we'll be able to follow the boot prints to the apartment. So let's head to Mimir Road. Remember, if this is the first time we're playing this game, feel free to explore all the other options. I know I did. But unfortunately...
Right. Oh. This is Mimir Road. Carl came through here recently.
He did indeed. Right. Crops, crops, crops.
I'd say those are saffron crocuses.
Yes, we would. So we want to bust out the forensic scanner, and we need to go to boot prints. And we follow the boot prints all the way to this.
The boot prints lead up this set of stairs. I should head up and have a look.
To the apartment. Oh, wait. Need to remember to pick up some clay first.
All right, got some clay.
Ah, rats. That reminds me. Yeah, I need to head back to the police station quickly. I needed to go into Vera's room to pick up the mold. Molding putty liquid filler stuff.
There's the bottle of molding resin here.
That's the one.
Might be useful.
Yes, it will be useful. Actually, thinking about it, I may not be able to get into the what's name yet, into the apartment yet, because I need Carl's body to be at the clinic.